Oh my god, okay, this is not happy episode. I mean, maybe this is the beginning of everything. I guess she's just like playing that. Another happy episode with jokes. Also, there are 3 doors, and we know only Ginseigo and Muramasa. Does it mean like there were like 3 armors? There they are, hello. Yeah, this is the part where I want some cool answers as well. I don't get Hikaru. I would say that I'm even kind of disappointed in her. Hello and welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for another episode of Muramasa. Yeah, let's just continue the story. I didn't upload that previous episode yet. It's actually right now rendering, so it's not even on YouTube yet. And yeah, let's just go to the episode. Let's see what will happen. I have a feeling like this episode will be more tragic than the last one. And yeah, I have a weird feeling that it will be kind of tragic episode. We'll see. But yeah, let's just not waste any more time and let's just go to the episode. The next 2 weeks are a whirlwind of activity, a series of events and images rushing by in flashes of light. The old master gives his grudging approval. My mother and I in from the town. The townsfolk, by and large, rejoice. The ride ceased immediately upon the captain returned to the camp, though I do not have a chance to speak with her after that. The town celebrates its first peace in a month. The old master prizes me for my work. As promised, he summoned the doctor from Germany. Oh, nice. So maybe this is not going to be a tragic episode. Maybe this is going to be okay. Maybe no one will die. Maybe Hikaru will be okay. Yeah, maybe. Happy episode in Muramasa? Maybe? Some hope? And finally, at long last, the eminent Dr. Mengele alights upon this little corner of the far side of the world like a shining angel of hope. Let's see. Yeah, that's complicated. The Doctor's stone, or rather his interpreters, is heavy and final. He has finished his work. There is nothing more to be done. He's suggesting that he cannot help her. After all. Oh! She looks worse and worse. Oh my god, okay, this is not a happy episode. Oh my god, I wonder if she lost eye. Look, she have like beaten lips. Can you see this? I don't know if you can see this. You can pause or something, you can see this. There's like a little blood, like she beat her lips or something. What the fuck? She looks worse and worse every time we see her. Hikaru's condition has improved visibly. Really? Okay. Her hair is still thin and her bones are still showing. But her aura of death that hung over her for more than a year is gone. She has ceased to moan and howl like a wounded beast. Now her breath comes soft and tranquil. Okay. So there is hope for Hikaru. I mean, she survived because we have her in the future, but still this is pretty freaking emotional. But her eyes are still the same. Dark, empty, seeing nothing. Beads of clouded glass. The window to her soul remains closed.
このジーバスベイの恐ろしさの一つは絶え間ない苦痛にあります。投薬で抑えるにも限度がある。常軌を逸した激痛は患者の精神を蝕み。
Yeah, that's what happened.
治療が遅れれば遅れただけ深刻な被害を及ぼします。記憶の混乱、そして喪失、人格の変貌、知能の対抗分裂症状。最終的には廃人化。
Oh.
先生。
Yeah, how far did that progress in terms of Hikaru?
妹。1年もの時間、重篤な患者がこの国の医療レベルで生き延びてこられたのは驚異的です。ご家族の献身的な看護に加え、 患者本人の心身が強靭であったこともあるでしょう。ですから断定的なことは申し上げません。奇跡的に回復を遂げる可能性もあります。肉体的には当面心配はいりません。体力低下に起因する合併症だけが気がかりですが、その危険も時間をかけて肉体を回復させていくことで克服が可能でしょう。私にできることはここまでです。
Oh, so maybe she went crazy in the future because of this illness, not only because curse of Ginseigo, basically. So I mean, maybe this is the beginning of everything. For some reason, she decided that she just wants to kill everyone. I mean, yeah, she wants power. She wants to be the strongest and stuff, I guess. And she showed us that in Kabuto Wari scene as well. A miracle. This is the first time I've even given serious thought to what that word means. To the man who has no needs of his power, a miracle is like the winter coat you buy in summer. You know that it's there, hanging in your closet, ready to wear when the months turn to cold. To the man who does need one, however, a miracle is like the same coat, only locked in a chest, to which there exists no key. You know that what it offers, what it can give you, and you know that it will never be yours. So is a miracle a symbol of hope? No, it's the opposite. A miracle is a symbol of the unbridgeable gulf, the impassable gap, the infinite distance you must cross to reach it. A miracle is measure of despair. Wow. Okay, Muramasa, okay. Calm down. A miracle. I haven't the slightest idea how to bring one out. It wasn't like this before today. I had a clear goal. Bring Dr. Mengele to Yamato. And the means to that end, solve the bandit problem. Now what do I have? A goal, yes, but no path to reach it. How do I pull my sister back from the void? Is it even possible? Why didn't you send for me sooner? The doctor's words echo in my head, each refrain a condemnation of my indolence. If I brought the doctor sooner, could he have saved Hikaru? Probably, or at least there would be like higher chances. If I tried a little harder, being a little smarter, a little stronger, would my sister not now be cured? Well, Subaru is in high spirits, at least. A sudden slap on my shoulder. Joss tells me from my thoughts. I realized that I was staring at the ground, my head dropping lower by the second. It was of course my mother who saved me from planting my face in the dirt. Subaru is so like cheerful. I guess she's just like playing that. Around Kageyaki, so like he wouldn't be worried and stuff. I think like Subaru is mourning and is also desperate about Hikaru, but she don't want to show it outside. At least not in front of Kageyaki. She's very also when they like were together on Hikaru when she had like these attacks. She also was very silent and just said nothing. She just didn't want to show her like emotions, I guess. She's strong. Her tone is light, her smile cheerful. I can see at a glance that they are merely a facade. Yep, and the knowledge is a stake in my heart. I look back to the ground, unable to meet her gaze.
申し訳ありません。
なんで謝る、息子。
自分の力が足りませんでした。もう少し自分に能力があれば。 もう少し早く光を治療してやれて。申し訳ありません。
I know such apologies serve no purpose, but what else can I say? In these 20-odd years, since my foster father saved me from a life of hardship, how have I repaid the Minato family? What have I done to be worthy of the name? I couldn't even save the hair, my own sister. I'm clearly ill-suited to my role as a human. Why couldn't I have been born as something more useful? A horse or a mule, perhaps. At least then I might have been of some service, rather than a drain of precious resources. Kageaki, you really need some appointment and get some serious treatment.
バカ者。
Well, she snapped.
火花が見えました。スバル様。
Okay, Muramasa, okay. Okay, I see.
目が覚めたろ。
That was a hard hit.
さっき、光が眠ったんだ。こう、普通に寝息を立ててさ。
Guess she wasn't able to sleep for long lately.
この1年、なかったよな。
That's great.
だからさ、
はい。
あっさり諦めんな。
My mother's abomination is far gentler than her fist, but it is this that truly opens my eyes. Don't give up. She's right. That's exactly what I've done. To succumb to despair is to accept you're powerless, to admit that there is nothing more you can do. Fool, you know that isn't an option. If it were only my life at stake, then I could abandon hope and surrender. But this is Hikaru's life. How can I throw it away? Even the doctor said that he was surprised by my sister's strength. Yes, I added lines there. Yes, I know. Has she endured this year of suffering for me to give up on her own? What am I doing? Hanging my head? I still have a duty to perform.
光を助けるんだろ。私とお前で。
はい。
お前は光を助けてる。お前のおかげで、とりあえず光の体は良くなった。
Yes.
礼なんか言わんけどね。家族なら当たり前だ。
はい。
最後までやろうや。いいか？お前は後戻りしたわけでも、転げ落ちたわけでもないんだ。
So maybe this episode will be actually a happy episode with some hope and stuff.
前に進んでるんだ。そいつを信じろ。
Moving forward, huh?
立ち止まって後ろを見て。ああ、やっぱり別の道にすりゃよかったなんて。くよくよしてたってしょうがねえだろう。
はい。立ち止まっている暇などはありませんでした。
I need to keep marching, even crawling if need be. The path ahead may be long and dark, but nothing will change if I turn back in fear. First I should gather information about other victims of this disease. From there I can look for examples of patients who recovered and extrapolate a course of treatment. Anything would be more constructive than staring at the ground beneath my feet. Good job, Subaru. Good job on making, like, impact on his mind. Why didn't I realize it sooner? I'm still so weak.
まったく、手のかかる子だ。
はい。この年になって、ここまで世話をおかけするとは。
恥じろ恥じろ、バカ息子め。でもまあ、世話の焼ける子ほど可愛いってね。
How strong she is. Have I learned nothing from her in all these years I've spent by her side? I must follow her example and cultivate an inner strength for my own. If not for my sake, then for hers. Yeah, like I said, Subaru is strong. Oh my god.
メンゲレ博士はまだ本家に投入されているはず。早速明日にもお会いして、ヒカルの状態についてより詳しい話を伺ってまいります。とりあえず今日のところはどうも限界のようなので落ちます。
Oh. Wait, what? He just passed out?
あれ影焼、お前なんで脳天から血がダクダク出てんの？なんか首の骨格が愉快に歪んでるし。
Okay. I guess this is the funny addition. Like, this is after effect of Subaru slapping him. I guess that's what the case.
まるでマウンテンゴリラにでも殴られたかのような。しっかりしろ息子よ。母を殺人犯にしてはならぬ。
Another happy episode with jokes. Let's prize episodes like this. There are so not many of them in Muramasa. Oh my god. I will miss Subaru. She's so good. Having renewed my oath to save Hikaru, I would like nothing more than to devote all my time and energy to that task. However, other duties prevent me. Not work. I had to extend my leave of absence, but to write of Hikaru's succession, as per the old master's will. Minato clan law dictates that the rite of succession must be conducted when the next Minato priestess has reached a specified age, not before and not after. I know that Hikaru's illness, which struck just before her coming of age, has caused the old master no end of grief. The succession was his last great duty before he could enter retirement. But thanks to Dr. Mengele, Hikaru has begun to recover, if only in body. She has not had a single attack since the doctor saw her. That's good. During the ceremony, the successor is required to perform a number of specific obeisances, but though many and cumbersome, these do not require practice or even thought on the successor's part. With her mother leading her through the emotions, Hikaru should be able to manage even in her current state. I imagine the old master wanted to seize this opportunity before anything else could go wrong. The date was set before Dr. Mendele had left for home. If I had my way, I would have given Hikaru a little more time to recover. The ritual takes a better part of a day, and there is no small drain on the stamina of the participants. It was for those reasons that it could not take place, while there was still the danger of Hikaru attacks. That danger may seem to have passed, but I'm still worried about the possibility of relapse. That said, neither my mother nor I can refuse the old master, not after he went to such lengths to summon the doctor from across the world. Yeah, I guess, like, you are kinda indebted to him at this point. At least, I told myself, I can be there for her, and do all that I can to lessen her burden. And now the day has come. Ooh, pretty. But if Hikaru became the successor, then she will be not really a leader. Like, all she can do will be laying in bed basically, so someone else will have a true power. I guess Subaru will still be like the decisive person on the matters until Hikaru basically recovers in fully, or being able to speak at least. As always, my mother's intonations are beautiful, the monotonous syllables infused with a queer solemnity. In her words is the weight of centuries, 100, 1,000, 10,000 repetitions performed by generations of Minato priestesses. It was required for all present to prostrate themselves during its recital, but even were it not, who could lift his head before such majesty? It's a cool shrine. Moving my head as little as possible, I cast my gaze along the floor from my place at the rear of the hall. I look to the front, past the 2 ranks of Minato clan dignitaries, with the old master at their head. Hikaru is there, her mother at her side. Leaning back in her floor chair, eyes half closed, she appears as if entranced by the portentous chanting. For now, her condition remains stable. There have been many smaller observances and rituals leading up to this, but her stamina is holding. Okay, that's good. The chair supporting her is, of course, a violation of the rules of etiquette that governs the rite. The old master flew into rage when we requested it, but ultimately had to acquiesce. It was that, or have the successor lying on the floor? Yeah, pretty much. She's like in no condition to sit at all, or standing. With the way things are going, it seems likely that the rite will conclude without incident. Hopefully, there will be nothing more to aggravate the old master's already tender nerves. Still, I remain on guard, ready to respond at the moment noticed, should anything unexpected occur. My mother's chanting comes smoothly to an end. If this were one of the regular observances that are conducted throughout the year, then this is where she would present the offering and bring the ceremony to a close. Today's ritual is different. Now she and Hikaru will perform the Kao Mise, or first meeting, the most important phase of the rite of the succession. The Minato clan dignitaries leave the room. A few minutes later, they file back in. Now they are dressed in warrior garb, each with a sword clashed in his fist. The remained may be decorative, the sword ceremonial, but the meaning is clear. They have armed themselves. Now the ritual begins anew. The time has come to open the shrine. The shrine is already open, of course. It had to be, as the priestess' prayers could not have been reached the divine presence within. But there is another door beyond the one that is opened for common rituals, the inner door, called Okumitobira. Okumitobira is open only on particularly important occasions, such as the Minato family rite of succession. Most years passed without the contents of the shrine even breathing the outside air. I don't know what Oku and Mi is supposed to mean, but Tobira is basically a door. If I'm correct, I might be Tobira. It might mean door or it might mean open. Tobira. I'm not entirely sure. The door is forged of heavy iron, like the gates to the medieval fortress. A few suits of antique armor rattle as the men wearing them shiver at sight. As the highest ranking members of Minato clan, they are privy to its secrets. They know why they are armed and armored. They know what this gate guards against. Oh, so we have basically Ginseigo and Muramasa there. Oh, okay. They are awfully close. I was like expecting them to be like hidden somewhere, like deep underground or something. Following the rules of the procedure, my mother proceeds to unlock the gate with the key that only she is permitted to touch. A dull heavy sound signals the release of the entity within. She puts the key away, then advances on her knees to the front of the shrine. Assuming her appointed place, she first pulls open the left door. At once, everyone, myself included, prostrates himself and raises his voice, the traditional call to herald the advent of the divine. Also, there are 3 doors, and we know only Ginseigo and Muramasa. Does it mean like there were like 3 armors? At the beginning? We are missing one? Unless the background means nothing, and I'm just like overthinking stuff. This process repeats once more with the right door, and thus the gate is open full. At last, the Minato clan greatest secret is revealed. There they are, hello! Hello! One is a queen ant, cast in silver, one is a spider, the color of blood. Okay, so she's the ant. I was thinking like she's some kind of, I don't know, fly or something. We never saw her like that, I guess. She looked like a bee, actually. In episode 3, when we saw Hikaru and Ginseigo in the form of like animal, she looked like a bee, not like an ant, but okay. I guess that makes sense why Ginseigo is so strong then. I mean, ants are like freaking damn strong if you compare their strength to their like mass. They're like amazing. And Muramasa. Muramasa is big. Wow. I wonder if this is accurate. Are these accurate sizes? Like Ginseigo is smaller than Muramasa? I wonder if this is accurate. Also, they're supposed to be able to... Right, this is like something that like kinda bothers me now. They're supposed to be able to move like by themselves, right? They don't need a pilot or anything. So they should be aware of the situation, what's going on, and that they're kept hidden. Wouldn't like they get like revolted basically at some point or something? Maybe? Like, come on, how long can you keep someone like being locked? They still have souls. Yet neither could even be mistaken for the creature that inspired it, for each is the size of a full-grown man, with flash of mighty, ancient steel. They are Tsurugi, and not the Kazuichi that now swarm the battlefield, but true Tsurugi, Shinoichi, each empowered by the soul of the smith who forged it. Only the warrior class may own Tsurugi. This has been the law of Yamato since antiquity. But though the Minato clan lost its warrior status and ancestral Tsurugi long ago, these true Tsurugi have remained in its keeping, hidden away in absolute secrecy for 400 years. They are old as fuck! So they weren't even forged for like previous war, they like forged like in the ancient times. I thought like they were like forged for like the previous war that was before like basically this event. But this is like 4,000 years or 400, right? 400, yeah. Okay. They are the evil that must remain sealed for all eternity. It's not given to me to know the names or histories. I have been taught that only that they must never be freed. But even if I had been told nothing, this one look would be enough to know their nature. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Only a fool could fail to notice the sinister aura emanating from those ancient weapons. For 43 generations, they have lain untouched, unspoken even in whisper. Now before my eyes, the armor, unspoiled by blood or even dust, glitters in beautiful, terrible. At my mother's sidelong glance, I managed to wrest my gaze from the Tsurugi. That was close. Any longer, and I fear my soul might have been torn from me. Ooh. So they have some kind of influence on people even in this state. I guess they're like sleeping or something, so they somehow managed to seal them, basically, like disable their thinking. Huh, this is like very interesting. How did they like manage to just keep them from like moving around, basically? They don't seem to be restricted by anything, like they're not chained up or anything. If we get like into like the very basics of holding something up. Interesting. I wonder how they did that. She has lifted Hikaru to her feet. Now she carefully guides her staggering daughter to the open shrine. There are only a few pieces to travel, but even that might be too much for Hikaru in her current state. Now is the time of greatest danger. I have to keep what little wits I possessed about me. I shake my head clear of the lingering days and focus on Hikaru back. The physical therapy we put her through seems to have worked. Supported by her mother, Hikaru is able to proceed, step by unsteady step, towards the shrine. As it turns out, the body is able to perform certain rudimentary tasks, such as walking without conscious thought. Fortunate, as it would most certainly not do to have the next priestess carried on the back of her predecessor. There's one situation where body without consciousness is unable to walk, and this is when you drink too much. After several long, painstaking moments, Hikaru finally makes it to the open shrine. At that moment, everyone but her breathes a heavy sigh. The two Tsurugi are sealed within, have now been shown the next guardian. Thus the first meeting, the final stage of the rite, comes to the successful close. So they are somehow sealed, so they have like some sealing charms or something, I guess. It is no surprise that all in attendance would be relieved. But it is that relief, perhaps, that undoes us. A sudden noise brings everyone in the room to their feet, or would, if those present were not disciplined enough to contain their surprise. As is, all faces twist in shock, and all eyes go to one corner of the assembly, where an elderly gentleman gapes at the something by his knees. The sound was his sword hitting the floor. He must have lost his grip when the relief took him. The old master spares him with a furious glare, and the unlucky elder scurries to pick up his sword and stuff into his belt. And that is the end of that. Or it would be, if not for one problem. Okay, what is this? I am the first to notice what has happened. The why it happened, I cannot say. Oh my god, it's going to be Ginseigo doing some shenanigans, isn't it? Was it Hikaru reacting to the sound? Was it my mother turning quickly with her daughter in her arms? I know not. I know only what I see. Hikaru's hand has somehow at some point landed on the top of the Silver Queen Ant. What the fuck? Atop one of the Tsurugi that must never be touched, not even during this very ritual. Oh wait, oh, that's why she's okay in the future. Shinoichi can heal you basically, right? So if she like go into pact with Ginseigo, then she basically heals her. That's what happened. It doesn't take long for my slack-jawed stare to draw notice. The barely audible gasp, now I've done it, and voices roar, you clumsy fool. Comes as one, the moment my mother and the old master trace my gaze. In a flash, before anyone else can notice, my mother pulls her daughter's hand away from the Tsurugi. 3 pairs of eyes come together, each with its own response to the crisis. The strongest by far is the old master's. If the rage in his eyes had physical force, It would have no doubt that it would strike my mother and I dead on the spot. The most practical, however, is mother's. Act like nothing happened, her eyes says. Ultimately, there is no choice but to just do that. The old master scolds furiously, but says nothing, and I breathe a helpless but slightly amused sigh. If the silver Tsurugi had transformed into a 10-storied tall, fire-breathing monster that he could touch, that would be one thing. Fortunately, no such disaster had befallen us. It was merely an accident. Best to hurry and finish the ceremony. Okay, so we are safe. When I think of how the old master must feel having to turn a blind eye to such a grudging valuation of tradition, I sympathize, even though I know that he would not appreciate my sympathy. The least I can do is make certain that no more anomalies occur. So decided, I return my attention to Hikaru. And that's when it happens. The final anomaly. Oh shit, did she woke up, actually. Hello? Emishi girl? Ancient Emishi girl, probably? Why do they see her? And who are you? I assume this is some kind of like materialization of soul inside Ginseigo, because Ginseigo was the one that was touched. So maybe this is the Ginseigo, that how she looked before she forced herself into the armor. I like her though. This is a surprise. No one has ever joined me in my prison there. In my prison before. Wait, what? Welcome, guest. Let's have your name. Wait, what? Oh, this is the... Oh, so they don't see it. This is what Hikaru sees. Hikaru touched the Ginseigo and now they have like inner conversation, basically, in the head. Oh. Yeah. Welcome, guest. Let's have your name. Join my prison. So this is the Ginseigo talking. Let's have your name. Okay, why Ginseigo is talking in my prison? And why Hikaru is calling her a guest? I guess this is the Hikaru line. Huh. Hello, Ginseigo. Yeah, I am Muramasa. Yeah. We know that. We knew that for a few episodes now. Like, I totally forgot that Ginseigo is the name that people gave. Ginseigo, basically, we still don't know her name. And Muramasa is the surname, and we know that Ginseigo is the mother, basically, of Muramasa. We don't know Muramasa name. This is complicated, you know? We don't know name of the Muramasa, but we don't know the name of Ginseigo, which we know the name. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we know that. Now give me your true name. So I can... Or at least give me the name of your daughter, so I can like distinguish you two. Actually, we can still call them Muramasa and Ginseigo. That's fine, I guess, right? Etsurugi. That makes you a weapon. Okay. So you exist to protect the weak and bring peace to the world. Oh, Hikaru. Oh, you foolish girl. Don't you? But are you not a vessel of might? Then... Oh? I like how Ginseigo looks. I like her face. She looks hot. I could dig it. Yeah. My mother and brother would disagree, I think. They say that might is a tool to save lives. That the true warrior wields his sword for peace. Oh? I wonder... Oh... She sounds like... surprised or angry? Oh. Oh, maybe you are just twisted. Yeah, this is the part where I want some cool answers as well. Ginseigo, I think Ginseigo or Muramasa, one of them, mentioned father before as well. I think it's Ginseigo who was mentioning father before in the episode 3, I think. So we still have some important backstory to learn from 400 years ago. For what purpose though? Like, why? I wonder how much of the savage the father would be to have that influence on Ginseigo. I also wonder what Muramasa thinks about this. Like about her father, because of course Ginseigo and Muramasa have the same father, right? So... how Muramasa is so different? Interesting. Well, I can hardly refute your argument. Weapons are made to kill. No two ways about it. I myself have wondered how men can speak of peace with such instruments in hand. If peace is what they desire, then why don't they wave signs reading hugs and kisses instead? I will never understand the way which warriors glorify. So you say... But a question, Muramasa. My mother would foster peace with her might. Where then does your might lead? Come on, Hikaru, these are like pretty weak and stupid arguments. Come on, she's just crazy. You don't believe that, right?
ゆえに武が一殺するならば一善一悪共に滅ぶ。
For each man who falls beneath the blade, one good and one evil, Mr. Ant.
ゆえに武は善ならず武は悪ならず。
Okay. This is basically the principle that Muramasa have. God damn it, she's Muramasa too. I mean the red Muramasa. The spider one. You know what I mean. I will call just Kirgin Saigo. Yeah.
殺す霧の殺法なり。殺法の果ては自明である。強き者のみ生き残り、弱きすべては滅びよう。
And in the end?
世界は滅び、文明はついえ。
That
命は
sucks.
枯れ果て。
That sucks. Hikaru, these are like pretty bad examples.
唯一の最強者のみが残るであろう。
Yeah, like... No?
武の行き着く先はそこである。
Okay, Ginsaigo, nice to talk to you and go to sleep, please. I see. And what will be this warrior prize?
さて、なあ、神かもしれぬよ。
You don't even know. Godhood?
崇める者とでなかろうが、世界を壊すほどの武の極人、神とでも呼ぶほか術はなかろうて。
Of course. Of course. That's the answer. Ha!
何を笑う？
For joy.
喜び？
Muramasa, you have shown me the way.
なんと？
Okay, Hikaru just lost it. I mean, she wanted to be mighty, and she felt bad about Kabutowari and everything. But to really go into such a length just to be like... So, really her own reason to like murder everyone is just to be like the strongest? Is this really a motive that she have? If I have bad interpretation of this, please correct me in the comment section. But I feel like this is pretty weak motive. I feel like this is pretty weak motive. My father was stolen from me as I took my first breaths. I must take him back if I'm to be whole. Well, you don't... If you kill everyone, then your father is dead too. So, what's the reason here? What the fuck? However, such an act would violate the lives of men. A child father belongs to her mother. She cannot claim him for her own. That's the same that we had like before in the flashback. So though I was born with a piece of my soul missing, it has never been permitted to me to reclaim it.
なるほど。それでこの牢獄であったか。
I, with no way to fulfill my purpose, I have been forced to remain here, forever bound, forever dreaming. So, the beginning of this conversation, welcome my prison or whatever, it was basically Hikaru mind, not the prison where Ginsaigo is hidden. Makes sense. But now, might. The law of might. If might will lead me to godhood, then the way is open after all. Become a god, and all will be well. The lives of men will bind me no longer. They will bind no one. Yeah, because everyone will be dead. What the fuck, Hikaru? If unbearded might is fated to consume the world, then the world's lives too must come to the end. Might, battle, the way of the warrior. I will follow this way to its uttermost limit. I will destroy the world and become a god. And I will take back what is mine. Pretty much she is. Like, there's no logical explanation other than being mad. I don't get Hikaru. Really, I don't get her. I don't get Hikaru. I would say that I'm even kind of disappointed in her.
ゆえんは知らねど、父を欲するならば腕ずくでさらえばよいのではないか。世を滅ぼすとまでほゆる意志あらば、躊躇することなどあるまいに。
No, that will not make him mine. His soul is given to the loves of men. Even if I claim his body, his heart will remain their prisoner. And so I will destroy the love that binds him. Once I'm God, all will be permitted, even the act of claiming my father. It's perfect. Become a god, and my father will be free to love me. He will accept me once more to the comfort of his arms. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, I don't know why, but I have a feeling like Hikaru is more mad than Ginseigo. Yeah, pretty much. Simple. We shall both be gods. If my father gains power to equal mine, then neither of us will be able to slay the other. We shall mount the throne of heavens together, and then remain for all eternity. What the fuck? But what? How would you accomplish that? How would you accomplish that even? Like... ならばその牢獄よりいで、あれを手にせよ。あれは己が半身となり、無を示そうぞ。Indeed. Ah, my prison. This cursed prison. It has confined me from the moment of my birth. These chains that binds me are the hands of my mother. The hands that tore my father from me. Oh my god, she's going to kill Subaru. There are a lot of swords around, so... And Ginseigo probably is already healing her. These bars that hold me are the loves of man. The loves that would deny my dream. It is the world itself that wishes me contained. That would keep me here until the end of time. I thought that I would never be free, but I was wrong. Might will grant me freedom. If I am stronger than my captors, stronger than all humanity combined, then this prison is nothing. It will shatter like a glass. At last, the time has come. You will bow to my might, world. You will know me a god. And I will have my father back. Wait, what? Why we are back to dojo? Wait, what? Okay. Why we are back to dojo? Why we are back at dojo? Is this like some other backstory? Or this is like time skip to the, like, later? Anyway, I will end the episode here. This is a good place to end. We just met Ginseigo, we had a talk with Hikaru, and something new is going to happen. And yeah, I guess we'll see this in the next episode. That was very good. That was a very good episode, but I'm kind of disappointed in Hikaru. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you think about like Hikaru purpose. Maybe I just don't get something, or I just disagree with it in like basic level. That's why I'm kind of disappointed in her. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What do you think about this whole situation? And yeah, I guess I will see you in the next one. So thank you once again for listening to me, for watching the episode. And for now, Pocket Watch is going out.